What's up, guys? Prince Sports here. Check this out. Diva season has begun. Okay? LeBron James, let's call for help. 1-800-DIVA service. Okay? This guy went on social media again. He just don't know how to be quiet sometimes. Okay? Goes on social media and says, okay, I'm alright with not being called one of the greatest scorers of all time. And, that's alright with me. I'm a pass first guy. Listen, dog. I don't see Kobe Bryant when he was alive complaining about being the greatest playmaker of all time. I don't see Mike being called the greatest playmaker of all time and complaining about it. Why are you always in your feelings and complaining about something when you're not in the spotlight about something? You do realize there's other players that play basketball other than you, right? There's other guys that do things great on the basketball court other than you, right? You're regarded as a top 5 to some people, top 10 to some people. I think it's mixed about 50-50, all right? But here's the thing.
Hey, nigga, help me.
That's not enough for you? You gotta have everybody talk about you all day, every day. And I noticed this came about when Steph Curry was getting his flowers. Everybody was praising him as a great scorer, right? Jumping up and down because of the performance that he put on. But you're not known as a scorer. One of the reasons why is because you said it a million times yourself, okay? So you put that narrative out there for people to swallow up and chew it up. You claim you love getting your teammates involved. You said this out of your own mouth that, hey, I love passing the ball. I get more happy from passing the ball, watching my teammates score, than seeing myself score. All right, then. So you're putting the idea in people's head from the style of your play that you're a pass-first superstar. Okay? You're not a guy that we give the ball to and say, hey, go and do this, go do that. We didn't say you can't score. Okay?
My nigga.
But you're not a per scorer. When we think of per scorers, we think of KD, we think of Kobe, we think of Jordan. But when we think of playmakers, we think of Magic Johnson or Oscar Robertson, yourself. Okay? Everybody has their categories. I say Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but I never say he's the greatest three-point shooter. I don't even put him in that list. But do you see him complaining about it? No. Get out your feelings, though. You're not the center of the universe when it comes to basketball. There's other guys that play basketball that's good. This is another example of a privileged basketball player acting diva-like. So being an all-time great is not good enough for you. You got to be regarded as one of the top scorers. I don't see Carmelo complaining. Carmelo's on the top 5 for scoring, just like you are. And guess what? Nobody looks at Carmelo and says, hey, he's a per scorer. He's one of the best scorers of all time. No. Even Kareem, the guy that's number 1 on the list, nobody look at him as the greatest per scorer. He had the sky hook and everything, but when we talk about per scoring, we talk about guys that got dribbles, skill set, scoring skill set, a game that's almost original compared to a lot of people. Michael Jordan's game was original. Inspired a lot of copycats. All right. KD is a very unique scorer. A 7-foot guy that have somewhat handles like a guard, could shoot the rock, could shoot from 30, got a great scoring skill set. Okay. This is where skill set comes in. Your ability to score the basketball often comes at the L train, attacking the basket, dunking on somebody. Okay. You did that for a majority of your career. When you was in your prime, super athletic, all right? You'll get a little bit better skill set wise, okay? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say you didn't develop a little bit. You did develop a little bit, but not to the point that we're going to look at you and say, wow, look at that, We look at Steph Curry, we see his offensive skill set, and it gets people excited because they'd be like, yo, son, look how he's scoring. He crossing people up, then flick of the wrist and score. That's a skill, all right? LeBron James, you've always been known as an athletic guy. A guy that's, power. You do it yourself. You put that narrative out there. You're flexing like this with power. Okay? So you can't have everything you want. Stop being a diva. Okay? Now you're going to have all these guys come to, well, you know, he's a top 5 scorer, man, but he don't get the credit. So there's a lot of guys in top 5 that don't get credit for being per scorers. I don't see them complaining. I just mentioned 2 of them. Get out your feelings, man. That's the problem with the NBA. I'm telling you, it'd be much better when you got guys like this to stop being divas. You know, this is why people don't respect you, because you're always complaining and you always having diva modes when you should just sit back and relax. All right? People will give you your flowers while you're still playing if you just kick back and relax. They already are giving you your flowers. What more do you want? Prince Sports out. Peace.